This special event, one fall, 15-minute time limit, marks the Fort Worth debut of two young wrestlers. First of all, on my right, from Canada, part of the Kiniski dynasty, weighing 245 pounds, Nick Kiniski. And making their way to the ring, Beautiful Sunshine presents from California, weighing 248 pounds, Hercules Hernandez.
About the Gary Hart Iron Claw thing.
Here for the Kiniskis a lot from now on in the wrestling world.
We'll talk more about the Gary Hart thing, but in the meantime, Kiniski, Kelly that is having trouble with Hercules Hernandez, and now it's 2-on-1. 2-on-1 here as Nick Kiniski with Kelly alongside is ganged up. Rick Hazard finally disposes of Kelly, and now it's time for Nick Kiniski to face Hercules Hernandez, Sunshine's coveted mystery man. Kelly Kiniski remains in ringside as Nick opens it up. Kiniski waits, then down he goes to Hercules Hernandez. Has disposed of the Nick Kiniski, takes care of the Owen at the same time, and Sunshine, look at her. She loves it.
The winner, Rick Hazard says, is Hercules Hernandez.
My, Hercules Hernandez has been impressive again. And the Kiniskis did not intend for Nick Kiniski's debut to end up this way. Those are not the winners. Hernandez is victorious. Well, that was awfully quick. That enables us to see a little of this exciting captain's match coming up. We'll return to the Rogers Coliseum and talk more about various things in just a moment.
Pounds, Dr. Death himself, Steve Williams. A very capable opponent this evening from Dallas, Texas, 235 pounds, Popular Mike Reed. David Manning, your referee.
There to rake the eyes, and Reed goes down. Here they come, look out, there's a tremendous chop. Flying chop as Dr. Death was moving through the air a bit. Picks Mike Reed up, drops him off with a slam, goes to the turnbuckle, and he says this is it. The line stands, he charges with a tremendous block as if though he's charging the quarterback. Picks Mike Reed up, takes him out of the corner with a power slam. He comes across. No need to even count with David Manning.
In exactly 4 minutes, the winner of the match, Dr. Death.
Dr. Death Williams with an impressive victory over Mike Reed wins our opening bout. And when Championship Sports returns, we'll be...
Time now to be joined by Steve Dr. Death Williams. Quite an impressive victory with that power slam.
Excuse me, it's not called a power slam. And I want all you Texas Longhorn people to listen real well. That move I just put in this square circle, it's called an Oklahoma Stampede. What's put many of people out of the business. Now, you people know that Oklahoma people run all over Texas Longhorn people. You know that. I've been to the Cotton Bowl about 4 or 5 times, and I walked out of there as a champion, victory, a winner. I've been to the Orange Bowl 4 times. Big 8 champion at football and wrestling 4 times. Been to the Sun Bowl 1 time and the Fiesta Bowl 1 time. And I am called a true champion. As you people have witnessed in this square circle, I don't know where you find a man to come in the ring with me, but I am the power of 85, and I'm walking out of this stadium with my head up high because I know I'm from Oklahoma, and I just walk all over you Texas people.
All right. Steve Dr. Death Williams, still very much an Oklahoma Sooner. We'll be hearing and seeing more from him, I know, in coming weeks. Stay with us. Our television championship bout is next. Talking about the great card coming here Monday night at 8 p.m. is at Will Rogers Coliseum. You'll see a fabulous main event pitting gentleman Chris Adams against Kerry Von Erich, the modern-day warrior. Kamala, the Ugandan giant, will be here to face Sunshine's Hercules Hernandez. You'll see Gino Hernandez and Chris Adams' team against Skip Young and another exciting tag team opponent. You'll see other great stars on the card, including hopefully Mike Von Erich, if he's not hurt, Dennis Condrey, and many others. Monday night, the main event, Adams versus Kerry Von Erich, Kamala and Hercules, plus tag team action. Hope you're here at that time. Been joined by Steve Dr. Death Williams. Impressive a couple of weeks ago, and now you've been added to that thrilling 10-man blockbuster.
Yeah, there's a 10-man tag team, and my tag partners are one-man gang, Kamala, Gino Hernandez, and Chris Adams. Now, all of us don't get along together, but we're all out for one thing. That's for that money. And in Texas Stadium, nobody's done anything in that Texas Stadium. The Texas Dallas Cowboys, they're a fluke nowadays, and the Texas Longhorn is a fluke too. I'm going to show you people what a great athlete is in the home of the Longhorns. You know what the horns mean to me? Right down to the bottom. My great friends right here, I'm going to be watching their back.
All right, Gino Hernandez, Chris Adams.
Dr. Death, thank you, man. What we want to talk to you people about is the greatest tag team in the history of wrestling. Not the Von Erichs, not the Fantastics, not a Gary Hart one-man gang, but the dynamic duo, gorgeous Gino Hernandez and the gentleman Chris Adams, more handsome than Sylvester Stallone and Eric Estrada. We are the champions. We are the very best in the history of wrestling. Now come Friday night, Kevin Von Erich, you and I go back a long, long way. Friday night, the truth will come. As far as Monday in the tag team match, that's right, you people are lucky because Chris Adams and myself, the dynamic duo, are going to finally present ourselves in a tag match. But what I want to say, Texas Stadium, nobody will sign with Chris and myself in an individual tag team match because they don't want to be humiliated in front of the biggest crowd of all time. And as far as the $100,000 goes, that'll buy a Dom Perignon at the Rio Room and a lot of meals at the Mansion or the Palm. And Chris Adams and myself intend to get the money. Do you understand that, Mark Lorant?
Oh, definitely, Chris.
Yes, you know, when I tell you people something, you know it's the truth. Like when I tell you I'm the best looking wrestler that there is, you know I'm telling you the truth. When I tell you I am the best wrestler that there is, you know I'm telling you the truth. Also, it has been said at one time that I stood in the shadow of the Von Erichs, and I said I didn't, so you know I'm telling the truth. If I tell you some of you are fat, you know I'm telling you the truth. If I say some of you are ugly, you know I'm telling you the truth. Although I have more sympathy for the ugly ones because you can't really help it. But let's get down to business. It's taken me a long, long time to find someone of my caliber and my class and my tastes. And this is Gino Hernandez, and we make the dynamic duo. And from now on, we are number one.
In other words, we got the looks, we got the ability, we got the money, we got the women, we got the belt. You know, you people say we're bad. Yeah, we're bad. We're real bad. We're bad to the bone.
Bad to the bone. Indeed they are. Chris Adams and Gino Hernandez. My. We have another big main event coming up. Stay with us. Contender against Ric Flair. Now I've been joined by the Fantastics, and in a moment the Rock and Roll Express as we talk about big things happening. Bobby?
You know, Mr. Lorentz, a lot of big things are happening. Coming up Friday night is a Sportatorium. Cornette's claim that this is the last title match that the Fantastics are going to get. Well, let me just let the people out there that have supported us and been behind us 100% since we've been here in Texas, that we're going to give it the fight of our life to get those titles back from Cornette and the Midnight Express. So, Jimmy, let me tell you this. Everything you've said, you've done. And you've caused a lot of trouble and a lot of problems here. You've hit Tommy with the tennis racket and me with the tennis racket, and you brought powder in the ring. So we know you'll stoop at anything to keep those title belts around the Midnight Express's waist. Well, let me just tell you this, fellas. Like I said, we're coming in there 220% apiece, me and Tommy, and we're coming full of fire. And with all these great people's support out there, we're going to be in the middle of that ring, and we're coming gunning for those belts. And that's exactly what we're going to do, ain't that right, Tommy?
That's right, Bobby. You know, people, week after week, come out here and they hear Jimmy Cornette badmouth them, put them down. Well, let me tell you something, Jimmy Cornette. When you badmouth the people of the Metroplex, the Fort Worth, Dallas area, you're badmouthing the Fantastics, brother, because we're exactly, all these people, exactly what we stand for. All these people are behind us, and we're behind them. So, Jimmy Cornette, next Friday night, brother, you better have all your guns loaded, brother, but we're coming everything we got for those titles, get them right back around this waist. As far as next Monday night, I got gorgeous Gino Hernandez. Well, let me tell you something, gorgeous Gino Hernandez. You come out here talking about how beautiful you are. Well, if you can wrestle about how beautiful you are, you might do a good job, but I doubt that. So I'll see you next Monday night, brother. And we got a little surprise. We'd like to bring in the Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah, you know, we called these guys in, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express, brother, and we're pleased as punch for them to be here tonight.
That's right. Anytime you need us, brother, the Express will be around. But just like the Fantastics told us, Texas is full of beautiful women and good times, and we're looking to have a good time. Woo!
All right, Midnight Express and the Rock and Roll Express talking about big things happening, including the American title bout Monday, or rather Friday night in Dallas. Cornette says that is the last title shot that the Fantastics will have. That makes it very interesting. Stay with us. We'll be back. Our TV title is next.